How's it going, guys? It's Max here. I'm going to bring you guys a SWTOR Scoundrel guide tutorial. It's going to be pretty basic. I'm just going to go over like a basic rotation so you have some sort of idea of what to do when you hit 55. And I'm going to just give an explanation of each of the traits I'm going to put in for point-wise. So I'm going to put 2 points into exploratory surgery. That makes it that it reduces the activation time of your underworld medicine and Cultopack, by half a second. That's pretty big, and it also makes underworld medicine grant upper hand, and I'll talk more about that later. Underworld medicine is your first heal. It's going to be your bread and butter heal. You're not going to be spamming it because you're going to have other heals in your rotation that you're going to use, but definitely put 2 points to that. Next, we're going to put 3 points into Bedside Manner. That's going to increase your main stat, which is cunning, by 9%. That's a pretty big amount. And I don't put any points into anatomy lessons. One, because I don't care about the energy cost of Dirty Kick or Tendon Blast. And even when I'm DPSing with a Scoundrel, I don't use Tendon Blast that much anyway. Next up, we're going to be putting 2 points into Keep Cool. That's going to restore an additional 16 energy to the 50 that is already given to you. So that's 66 energy. That's pretty big. That's over half your energy. So if you're in dire need of energy and you don't want to spam Diagnostic Scan to regrant energy, then just pop this bad boy and you're back in the fight. Next, we're going to put 3 points into Healing Hand. That's going to increase all healing done by 3% at all times, and an additional 6% while upper hand is active. I think that stacks, so it's an additional 9%. And it also increases the duration of upper hand by 6 seconds. So if it increases your healing done by 6% while upper hand is active, and it increases the duration by 6 seconds, then that's a pretty big amount. That's some pretty good heals right there. Next, we're going to put 2 points into Smuggled Technology. That's going to reduce the pushback suffered while activating healing abilities by 70%. And the second part we don't really care about, but anyways, it reduces the threat generated by heals by 10%. Next, we're going to put 2 points into increasing damage reduction by 4%. That's a pretty big amount, especially when there's 2 or 3 people tunneling you at once or focusing you in a war zone. And I don't know, just take any little bit of damage reduction you can, because this is more of a survivability build, what I'm doing right here. Next, we're going to put 2 points into increasing the critical chance of Diagnostic Scan by 24%. Then we're going to put 1 point into Slow Release Medpac. That's going to be your main hot that you're going to try to keep on the main group. And then for sedatives, we leave that alone, because we're not attacking any nodes as a healer. Next, we're going to put 2 points into increasing the speed at which Diagnostic Scan channels by 30%, and it'll also restore 2 energy when it crits. So I'll show you what that looks like after we respec. Next, we're going to put 3 points into Medpac Mastery. That means once every 9 seconds, if your slow release Medpac crits, it's going to grant you upper hand. That's why it's important to keep it on as many people as you can, or at least 1 stack of slow release Medpac. But I forgot to mention you can stack it 2 times. Next, we're going to put 2 points into Scramble, basically meaning this relates to your dodge. Your dodge is on a 1 minute cooldown, and every time you get attacked, the cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds, and this cannot occur for more than once every 1.5 seconds. So basically, every 1.5 seconds, if somebody's attacking you, your dodge, which is on a 1 minute cooldown, key thing, 1 minute cooldown, that's still pretty fast on its own, it's going to be reduced by 3 seconds. So you could see yourself in a war zone just spamming the shit out of dodge and not dying. Next, we're going to put 1 point in Emergency Medpac. This is your somewhat main burst heal. It's going to exploit upper hand. It only requires 1 upper hand, and if you put another point into emergency one second, emergencies, then if a teammate is below 30% health, then you can just spam it like hell on them if you have a starting point of 1 upper hand. So that's pretty good. Next, I'm going to put 2 points into homegrown pharmacology, 1 point into psych meds that reduces negative mental effects like dots, and heals it for a small amount, but it's not really a heal. It's just kind of there to heal a little bit. And we're going to put 2 points into med screen. Basically, when your defensive ability defense screen collapses or it goes away, it's going to heal you for a certain amount depending on what your level is. And then put 3 points into increases the critical healing bonus of Underworld Medicine, Culto Pack, and Culto Cloud by 30%. 2 points into exiting stealth mode, which will grant you 2 stacks of upper hand. 3 points into reducing the energy cost of slow release Medpac and increasing the healing dealt by slow release Medpac and Culto Cloud by 9%. And then last but not least, your 1 point into Culto Cloud. Now for the last 3 points, I'm going to put 3 points into Survivor Scars, increases all healing done and received by 3%. And the last 3 points into No Holds Barred, which increases the ranged and tech critical chance by 1%. Let's go ahead and commit. Let me put my abilities in their appropriate spots. Now on to diagnostic scan. This is going to reduce, it's going to re-grant energy when you use it. So let me just drain a little bit of energy. So as you can see, it's jumping up faster than normal. You see every time diagnostic scan crits, it's going to give me 2 energy. That's pretty fast. I went from like 30 energy to 100 in a matter of a few seconds. So basically your HOTS, you're going to have slow release Medpac. That's going to tick every few seconds. Every time it crits is going to give you upper hand. Underworld Medicine is going to give you upper hand as well. And as you can see, your upper hand lasts for around 14 to 15 seconds. And there we go, my slow release Medpac just crit. That means I get 1 upper hand to add to my 2. And because we put a point into something in the tree, now I can have 3 stacks of upper hand. Therefore, I can now spam Emergency Medpac 3 times. So a basic rotation for the healing on a Scoundrel would be Medpac, Culto Cloud, preferably in a big group, Underworld Medicine, and then back-to-back Culto Pack. Diagnostic Scan to regen a little bit of that energy. And then you can finish it off with the Emergency Medpac. Now, healing in Star Wars: The Old Republic is very situational. You're not going to be doing the same rotation like as if you're DPSing all the time. It's going to be like maybe your Underworld Medicine gets interrupted, so you're going to put 2 HOTS and just keep up your HOTS, because I know in the 4v4 arenas you're going to get interrupted a lot. So just make sure you keep your HOTS up on everybody at all times. And every time you get upper hand, either use it on a Culto Pack on the guy that's taking the most damage, or you can use it as an emergency med pack. So I hope you guys enjoyed this pretty basic tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, then go ahead and like the video, rate it, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, happy killing.